So we are super excited to have Anna and her mum Claire in for a chat with the Football Supporters Association, because Anna's been doing some awesome work in supporter activism recently. So welcome Anna and Claire, who are big Everton fans, I believe. So Anna, how long have you been interested in football for?
For as long as I can remember, because my mum and dad have always supported Everton, so it's been like a thing I've grown up with.
Lovely. And do you play?
I do play. I play for Liverpool Feds women's football team, and I've played there for a couple of years now.
And what's the best thing about playing football?
The thing about playing football is you get to meet new friends and be playing around with football, and playing around with your friends as well.
It's all about friendship, isn't it? It's fun to be able to go and hang out with your friends, but also do something that's active.
Yeah.
And so for your matches, does mum come and watch you?
Yeah, my mum and dad come and watch me a lot of the time. So
amazing. So you have the support.
Yeah.
Although I get very nervous watching. It's I get more nervous watching Anna than I do watching Everton. So
yeah. But I think on the supporter side, so how fun is it to have support when you're playing, but also be a supporter? So in terms of being an Everton fan, what's the best thing about supporting the Blues?
Well, the best thing about supporting Everton is how you get to watch football live. We've made like a community, like the Everton community around us, and we know a lot. We know the people who sit like next to us, and we've become good friends with them.
We share a lot of feelings, don't we? The highs and the lows, and all the emotions that come with watching football. And I'm pleased to say, in the men's game, some highs lately, but there's been some lows in the past as well. So.
Definitely some highs so far, though, this season, right?
For Everton women and men. So I think there was a stage a couple of weeks ago when both teams were top of their respective leagues, which was great.
So, Anna, you recently started a petition, which was the supporter activism that I mentioned at the top of the call. This petition was regarding the fixture clash between Everton women's team and Everton men's team. So can you just explain a little bit about why you started that?
Well, the women have got to the FA Cup final, which is really good. And I wanted to watch them, but then the TV then moved it to clash with Everton men. So now I don't know who to watch.
No, and has it made you quite cross because you're in a position when you have to pick? Yeah,
because I love to support both Everton teams as I am an Everton fan. So I want to support both women as their great achievement of getting to the FA Cup final, but I also want to support the men in their football game.
So in regards to this petition, you set it up. And how many signatures have you got so far? Do you know?
We're nearly to 2,000.
2,000? That's amazing. So what's your hope? Like, what would you like to happen now? So if anybody's watching this video for our little chat, is there anything that you hope will come off the back of this?
I hope that they can sign the petition and share it with as many people as they know as possible to raise awareness of the fixture class and how it's disrespectful to Everton women and Manchester City women.
And I think a great outcome would be if they move the men's game to, show the women the respect that they deserve. So we'll wait to see if that happens.
So fingers crossed the fixture gets moved. So how did this petition come about? Were you having a cup of tea, or were you eating your dinner, or?
We were sat at the breakfast, eating our breakfast, and we mentioned it, and I said to my mum and dad, I want to do something about this because it isn't fair to the Everton and Manchester City women. So we wrote a letter to Denise Barrett Baxendale and other influential people, and to show them how disrespectful and thoughtless it is about the fixture clash.
And we also wanted to raise awareness, didn't we? So we talked about an online petition at first, and I wanted to maybe go with a petition around our road. And obviously with circumstances at the moment, that's not really something we can do. But also now with the power of the internet and social media,
we've been able to grow more than the people in our road.
Yeah, we've got lots of support.
So, Anna, how can other football supporters help you?
They can help me by sharing it with as many people as possible and on social media, and talk to their friends about it. So with my friends, they weren't as aware because most of them are Liverpool supporters, but now they are aware of this, and they're behind me with this as well, and they signed it.
And I think for us, if that's one thing that could be achieved, is just continually raising awareness. You know, there's lots of talk all the time around equity in women's sport and women's football, but then something like this happens, and I don't think anyone's done the fixture clash on purpose, just nobody's thought about it, and that shows a big problem that still exists. There's a lack of thought and not thinking about the women's game and men's game still taking priority.
I mean, what I love as well is that you are educating your friends on this. So what we always say at the Football Supporters Association is that an educated fan is a more powerful fan because they understand a little bit more. And you are making sure that your friends understand why this has made you cross and why it's unfair. So I absolutely love that. Last question then, how do you think Everton Women will do on the 1st of November on that FA Cup final?
I think they'll do really great, and it's going to be very tough competition against Manchester City women, as they've been doing really well recently.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Claire,
it's going to be hard, but we're always behind the Blues, women and men, so we've got to believe in them. As Anna said, Man City doing really well, but so are Everton. So fingers crossed we'll get a result.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the chat. Like we've been saying, we want other football supporters to help as much as possible, share the petition and make sure this is a topic of conversation in terms of equity for women's football. As I said at the top of the call, you have done an amazing job in order to try to educate people on this and to raise this as a point. And that's something that our Women's Game Network really, really supports and is behind. Because of the awesome fan activism that you've shown as well, I would like to give you a chance to design and then create your own flag. So 2 by 2 meter waiver flag that when we can get back into the games, you can take along and you will have designed it. So is that something that you'd like?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so me and Mum will work together to get that sorted for you. You'll be designing it and then we'll be creating it. The Football Supporters Association will be creating it for you. And then we'll get it posted to you. And then hopefully when you're at your next game, your Everton men's or women's game, you can wave your flag and take a picture for us so that we can see you and the flag. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much for being such an amazing supporter activist. It's been amazing to watch how many petitions you've got.
Thank you for letting me get interviewed and for taking your time for this.
Yeah, thanks for helping us raise awareness. Thank you.